I am writing a book. I've been asked to write a book by a famous publishing company, and the book is to be called The Bad Boy of the Clergy, ? I'd spend it. I would spend it by investing it in pounds sterling, because I think the pound sterling right this moment is quite low, and I think 3 years from now it's going to be really high, and I would make a huge profit, and I wouldn't let the government get its hands on my profit, because I would hide it from the taxman, and then I would spend it on something really tasty. I would tell them that we're actually not really as stupid as we look. We as a planet, it will sustain the life that it has. I would say that for us, it is so beautiful, we can't actually describe it in words. I would say the multiplicity of life is extraordinary. Even the shape of what is not life, whether it be a desert or a mountain or a cliff or an ocean, that has a beauty. And I think if you come and have a look at our planet, just think it's beautiful. It is really beautiful. It wouldn't be an innovation, it would be an education. I wish someone could teach me how to use my mobile phone. I have all these things called apps, little coloured things. I don't know what they all do, and I'm a bit useless at that. People have changed in London. Just going back to those years, although life was quite difficult, there wasn't so much fear about. Right now, like today, we're not sure in the nation what the economy is doing. There's a lot of people who are really worried. People have become more self-centered, not particularly less generous, but much more within themselves. Almost as a paradox going across that, there are more people who are rejecting the concept of organized, institutionalized religion, and are looking for some spiritual depth to their life and to the meaning of life. And that is growing, while at the same time people's optimism is just disappearing. People haven't great hopes anymore for the future. And I think just those few years ago it was different. God isn't a who, God isn't a what, God is. There is nothing that isn't God. Yeah, divinity is everywhere and in everything. And what I find with my relationships with what I call God is a relationship with what is true and what is real. And it's not fantasy or vision or imagination, but it's a basic reality. That's why it's so exciting and satisfying. I can't make like an overall thing. I love London. I have a parish, like a big area, which is Shoreditch, and we don't have a huge number of people living in it, but 1/3 of the population are Bengali Muslim, and if the demographic lines continue, the way they're going, then 6 years from now, the biggest ethnic group will be Chinese, which I think is amazing because they're wonderful people. I can remember when I was 9 years old, the very first black man I ever saw, and his name was Elijah, and he lived in Arvin Road, round the corner from where I live. I can remember the first black man. In the church today, as I said, there's all these different countries, and I think the extraordinary thing about London is the people who are here.